Capital One has seemingly just acknowledged what some of us have known for a while. Hey everyone, this is Kyle from FINE News, your financial resource for a changing world, and today we're actually going to be discussing two pieces of Capital One credit card news, one involving the Savor card and the other the Venture card. Starting with the former, earlier this week, Capital One removed the Savor from its website and is no longer accepting new applications for the card. And before we go any further, let me be clear that this is the regular Savor card and not the Savor One card, which we'll talk more about in just a minute. For those unfamiliar, the Capital One Savor card offered 4% on dining, 4% on entertainment, 4% on select streaming services, 3% at grocery stores, and 1% back on everything else. That might sound pretty good, but the catch is that the Savor card had a $95 annual fee, and while that's not that high, it's when you compare the card to the Savor One that things start looking a little less attractive. As I've talked about before, the Savor One card is a no annual fee card that offers 3% back on dining, 3% on entertainment, 3% on select streaming services, and 3% on grocery stores, as well as 1% back on everything else. So really, for that $95 annual fee, all you're really doing is upgrading 3 categories for an extra 1 percentage point. In other words, you need to spend $9,500 a year on the Savor card in those top 3 categories just to break even against the Savor One card. Because of this, I always saw the Savor One as a much better deal and wondered who was really upgrading to the regular Savor card. For me, the question now is whether Capital One will try to revamp the Savor and try to make it more competitive, or just go ahead and let it die. And I'm kind of leaning towards the latter. I'm also slightly curious to see if they end up renaming the Savor One the Savor card just because it's a little weird to have Savor One without Savor, but I think that would be more confusing in the long run because a lot of times people are going to be searching old articles that are going to have the wrong info. But speaking of flagship Capital One cards, the bank is offering an enhanced welcome bonus for their Venture card. Currently, new cardholders can earn 75,000 bonus miles after they spend $4,000 on the card in their first 3 months, as well as earn a $250 credit, which can be redeemed for bookings on Capital One travel. So in total, this welcome bonus is worth at least $1,000 in travel, but it could be even higher if you actually transfer your points to some of the transfer partners, as those rates and deals can vary. Although this deal might not technically be an all-time high, it is kind of on the level because we've seen 100,000 points before, and so splitting it up in this denominations is a little bit different, but I still think it's a pretty good deal overall. Of course, you will want to keep in mind that the Venture card does have a $95 annual fee. Anyway, if you have any thoughts on the discontinuation of the Savor card or on this special Venture bonus, I'd love to know what it is, so be sure to leave a comment. Also, if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button and be sure to subscribe because we have new videos all the time. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time here on FINE News.